Last time we talked, I forgot. I forgot something. What did I forget? Oh yeah, it's 10 Toes Tuesday, baby. Welcome to another Tuesday. 3 p.m. is when they come out, and I'm doing these early so that I can get you what I'm putting out for that week. I can talk to you. I get some feedback throughout the week, and I enjoy talking to you guys. Last week we talked about a chew, and I said that this one was going to be 2 or 3 weeks from now, but I decided that I need to go on and talk about my twin. My twin. My twin's name is Char, and we worked together at that same hospital that a chew and I were at. We all met in the same place, and it's one of those things where it's an environment where when you see and only in your same field, you get excited, but then you have to kind of calm down. You can't get too excited because it makes people nervous. But I met Char at this hospital. Now, Char, very smart. When I met her, she was a help desk. She was service desk, something like that. She went around and fixed the PCs and a lot of other things, PCs, printers. We had all started from there, so we would help each other, and we tried to help boost each other. But you have to, you know, I had I had the boss that was old school. We had to work around some of the old schools. One day, me and Char were talking, and it just clicked. We found out that we have the same birthday month. We're both cancers, so we are gelling together. We found out of course, that we're in the same field. But Char got me hooked on this finance game. Char got me hooked on my grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? On that grown man. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's about your financial IQ. She came to me one day and she said, "Have you read this book?" "No, I haven't read this book." "Well, what's your credit score?" I said, "Well, it's this." She was like, "Oh no, oh, you got to do better. You got to do better as a person." Okay. So I said, "What's the name of the book?" She gave me two books to read. So I read those books. I enjoyed them. I devoured those in like 2 days. And at the time, I was trying to get a house. She was helping me with the financial aspect of how to go about getting this house. I had to worry about my credit. I had to worry about saving money. And it was all new to me and foreign on some aspects. Some things I knew, but she knew what she was talking about. She started telling me about investments and what to do with my money and not be wasteful with it, and that I can still have fun, but how to put it in the right places to grow besides my 401k. We both did side hustle. She had her side hustle, I had my side hustle. And what you may be thinking is, "Oh, well, y'all got close, y'all started dating." And no, it wasn't like that. We hunt the same species. And that was my road dog. So we still talk almost every other week. We have a call. It was nothing to worry about as far as any uh tension. Boy like girl, girl like boy. Wasn't anything about that. We get together and we talk how we talk. So now it became a little competition, because now we are going through and saying, okay, well, if I put my money into this stock, what's my return? If I put my money here, what am I going to get? And it was a checks and balance type thing, because I'd say, "Oh, I'm gonna go get a car." Let's just say a car. And she'd say, "Okay, did you check the APR? What's the best time to go get a car?" And we go back and forth. End of the month, winter time, what's the average credit score that you want to have in order to get that signature loan, and it's about 620, 630. And I started off with a 4. My credit was low, and I thought I would. I just knew 400 was a good number. I just knew it was. And there's a don't, I'm laughing now, but don't laugh, because a lot of people believe that 400 is a good number, and it's not. It was just that at the time I didn't know any better, and I wasn't trying to do better. But Char made me want to do better. I went while I was there, and I had saved up enough and was camping, and I got this brand new Hyundai. And she said, okay, you needed a car. And I said, no, I didn't need a car. I wanted a car, but I kind of needed to go on this trip. She said, okay, well, let's start thinking about your other assets. And assets are going to grow, because a car is a liability. It's going to break down. You have to keep putting money into it to fix it and things. You need it, but do you need a new one? No, I don't need a new one. We read this book called The Millionaire Next Door. That's the first book that she ever told me about, was The Millionaire Next Door. That book changed my life. I started doing things differently. The next book she had me read was The Automatic Millionaire. That taught me some things. And I moved in a different direction. In my mind, I started thinking differently. And other people that were millionaires that were working at my job saw what I was doing, heard us talking, and they started giving us tips. Well, they gave me tips, and they gave her some tips too, but they gave me tips on what to do, what to be frugal on, what you could splurge on, and how they moved and manipulated their money. And that's one of the reasons why I got this land. And because of them, was able to even get the land and to move in a different type direction. Essentially, what I'm saying is, that person that you're laughing at, that doesn't drive the new car, that wears jeans and a t-shirt, they could be a millionaire. They're not going to tell you. They won't. But they could be. If they're always saying, well, that's too much, and it's like $2, and most people are like, well, it's only $2. And they're like, well, I saved $2. It's a good chance they could be or on their way to being a millionaire. I always try to align myself with people who are doing positive things, because I didn't always align myself with people who were doing positive things. But she is. She got laid off with us. She came to me and told me about some different certifications and programs, and she has since got 3 or 4 certifications under her belt. I think she's working on another one. She's lining herself up to propel into another part of the workforce that there's not a lot of us in. And she knows that she's going to have to be 5 times better to even get the position. We talk about how she is treated as a LGBTQ woman, how she is treated as a Black LGBTQ woman, and the hurdles that she has to overcome. And so she, I can't complain. She stands 10 toes down. That's why I'm talking about her now. However, she's had a lot of things to overcome. And she took the time out to help me. And now she is a really good friend who call, text, say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Where should I put my money? Or just, hey, I'm having a bad day. I just need you to listen. She'll listen for half an hour. Won't say anything. Not only will she not say anything, she don't even come back with some bullshit advice. She'll say, "Do you want me to give you advice on this, or did you just need me to listen?" And that's what it's all about. She'll text me, call, "Hey twin, what's going on?" But if I hadn't been in the right place at the right time, and I hadn't conducted myself, and if I didn't carry myself the way that I carry myself, I would not have met these other dynamic people to help me along this life's journey. And it's not over yet. And we are just about to hit some turbulent waters, possibly. We'll see what happens. I hope she's listening. Char twin, hey, you know what it is. But I think I've been babbling on this SOB long enough. I have talked myself into a hoarse throat, and you know what? Big Unc is I'm always hungry. So, you know what time it is. It's time to go get some dinner on the table. Always stand 10 toes down. Always try to elevate yourself. The other best piece of advice that I can give you is rich is flashy, wealth is quiet. So rich is flashy and loud, very loud. Wealth is quiet. And some of the people in your neighborhood are millionaires, and you scoff at them. But I digress. Wherever you are, I hope you have a great day, evening, whatever time it is, at whatever time you're watching this. And with that, Big Onk